Welcome everyone. One day your name is taken from you. Your calls are stopped you. Your head is shoving everything that owns different you. Your career, your family, your achievement is are said. You are no longer a person. You are just a number. Would you still find a reason to live? This is the true story of Viktor Frankl, a man who walked towards on of the darkness chapter of human history and come out with a lesson this has changed millions of lives. Before to war, Viktor Frankl was a respect psychiatrist in Vienna, Australia. He studied depression, suicide, and the human search for purpose. While many psychologists said for set or players of power as the main human drive, Frankl believed something different. Human beings are driven by meaning. He had spent years writing a manuscript about the story his Victor looked promising. He was married. He had patrons who respect him. He even received a visa to escape to the United States when the Nazis began persecuting Jews. But he was a problem the visa did not insult his elderly partners. He faced a life different change. Save himself and live or stay and risk everything with his family. He chose to stay. That decision would send him into hell. In 1942, Falklands was deported to Niger. Connection changed, including on Salvage and Dachau. The first thing they took was his identity. His head was shaved, his clothes were replaced with a trained uniform. His name was Arsene. He became pensioner number 19014. The come another devastating blow. The Nazis discovered his manuscript, the work of his life, and burned it into frame of him. Images watching years of your dreams torn to ashes. Most people will break in the moment, but something insurreal happened inside journalist mind inside of asking away. Is that happening to me? He began asking, what is that asking of me? The strong discovery about survival, the calm were decisioned not just to stop burdens but to choose persons were taken into small branches. They were uniting clothes. They were given broccoli and food to survive. It Falklands behind a doctor. Observed something concerning the stronger men did not have survival. The longer some healthy men did quality. Other who seemed poisonous will survive most longer. Where he noticed that many did not did from decided ill. They died from happiness said come. Doctor even had a team for it. Give up it a personal world loss ill happen. He would sport getting up. Stop caring, stop trying old today. He would be dead. Farner realized something powerful. When a person lost meaning, he lost the will to life. In the forging code, drawing in drills rules called the Vartans Lubal. Falklands remembered the word of Poisopia, friendlies, net just he was here a way to live for can care almost how. Falklands decided he would not let the need take the lost thing he still possessed his into freedom. He began rebuilding his destroyed manuscript in his mind. He imagined himself after the war stronging in form of students, teaching them about the possibility of camp life. He turned his suffering into research. Most importantly, he told of his wife. Thoroughly, he did not know if she was a lobby, but in the fudging darkness he would choose. His easy and spoke to hear in his tones. He realized something extraordinary. Love exists even when the person you love is not possibly person. Even if everything is taken from you, you can still choose love, and the choice give him strong. Helping others survive Frankl did not keep this insight to himself when he saw personal longer help. He would ask toast simply but powerful question. Who is watching for you? What unfinished work do you still have? What responsibility is still belonging to you? One man remembered his child. Another remembered a first project he had not completed. That small spot of meaning was something and to serving one more day, and in the camps surviving one more day was everything. Liberation and devastation in April 1945. The camps were finally liberated. Frankly, with just only 85 pounds. He was free, but freedom came with inevitable news. His wife, his parents, his brother L had persisted. He had choice to stay for him. Now they were gone. This moment could have destroyed his completely. Instead, he made another choice. He chose to transform pain into purpose. A book that changed the world. In just 9 days, Farquharson reward his lost manuscript from memory. It became the book man's search for meaning. At first, publishers rejected the valuable people wanted to forage to war, but slowly rejects discovered grieving person found confirm. War Victorians found interesting. Lost student found direction. Over time, it became one the most influential book of the 20th century, transformed into dozens of languages and read by millions. Frankl later remembered had a dangerous climate monotonous even in the old again, and continued teaching unit. His death in 1997, the greatest lesson. The need to return to a number by their feeling. Besides, they could not take that on trust that truly matters. The freedom to choose your response. Frankly toast the world this simply but life-changing toast. Everything can be taken from a person exposed on it the loss of human freedom to choose unattended in any given situation. Circumstances. What can we learn today? We may not face connections camps, but we face loss. Failure, rejection, disappointment, encounter. The question is the sum. Will we give up, or will we found meaning? Your pain can become your message. Your struggle can become your strong. Your suffering can become your purpose. Viktor Frankl proved that even in the darkness, place on earth meaning can survival, and if meaning can survival there, it can survival anywhere. The choice is anywhere yours. The gators opened, the gators we are gone, the shouting stopped. In April 1945, the camps were liberated. 4 years. The persons have dreamed of this moment. They imagined running, claw burning, flowing to their kins in joy. But when freedom finally came, something unexpected happened. Many persons did not feel joy. They felt importantly after surviving to Mao's horror. Their emotions were free. Freedom felt unreal. Some even walked out slowly, unable to believe it. The nightmare was on. Amongst them was Viktor Frankl, a man who now witnessed only 85 pounds. His body was weak, his face was hollow, but his mind was still alive. He stopped into freedom. And then came the second wave of pain. The news that cold heavy discouraged him. After the war, Frankl escorted disresponsibly for news about his family. He had stayed in Estonia. Pieces of them he had inherited. The camps, pieces he believed he would see them again. But on by on, the toast eroded. His father dead, his mother dead, his brother dead, his wife totally dead. Everything he had chosen to his confidence himself for was gone. Imagine that moment. You survival hello, you keep hope alive for years. And then you discover it. Then the people who give you strong are no longer alive. This is the point where many people would close permanently. But hero is where Franklin get honest lesson begins. Suffering with meaning transforms us. Frankly understood something profound. Pain is not optional in life, but despair is. He realized the suffering itself is not what destroys a person. What destroyed a person is meaningless suffering. In the camps he survived because he believed his pain had a purpose. Now after the way he faced a new question. If everything is gone, what is my responsibility now? He could not bring his family back, but he could carry their memory forward. He could turn suffering into survival. And so to begin to write, writing tones, Garif in just Monday, only 9 days, Forkely destroyed the manuscript. The old letter became a search for meaning. Think about you, years of horror, in immeasurability loss, and illustrated of writing a book of hatred or revenge. He wrote about meaning. He expounded what he had discovered inside the camps. People who had a factor global survived longer. People who felt responsibility to someone survived longer. People who believed their suffering had meaning. Itself is not what destroys a person. What destroys a person is meningeals suffering in the camps. He survived pieces. He believed his pain had a purpose. Now, after the war, he faced a new question. If everything is gone, what is my responsibility now? He could not bring his family back. But he could carry this memory forward. He could turn suffering into service. And so he began to writing toast in just 9 days, only 9 days. Frankl distorted the manuscript. The wound letter became main search for meaning. Think about that. Years of horror, inimaginable loss, and instead of writing a book of hatred through revenge, he wrote about meaning. He explained what he had discovered inside the camps. People who had a future globe survive longer. People who felt responsibility to someone survived longer. People who believed their suffering had meaning survived longer. He did not save life is easy. He did not save pain dispersed. He said something much life deeper. Allowed escaped something for us, and we must answer. The birthday of logotherapy. Frankl developed a psychological approach. Call it logotherapy. Logo means meaning. Olds other traced forced on place, foreign or power. Elodera Frankl forested on purpose. He tossed the tree are tree. Main ways to find meaning. Toast work, caring something valuable. Toast love, caring deeply for another person. Toast choice in suffering. Choice in dignity even in plan. This toast plan in the hardest, but it is also the most powerful. Because when we can no longer change a situation, we are collagen to change. Our silver, the freedom no one can take. Frankl's most famous idea is simply but revolutionary. Everything can be taken from a person. Export on things, on freedom to choose, on a 13th in any craftsmanship. The Knees took his name, they took his manuscript, they took his family, they nearly took his. But they could not take its inner decision about how to respond the freedom live inside every human being. Frankl did not remain broken. He remembered. He had a designator. He lettered around the world. He celebrated meditations even. In his later years, he did not pronounce the pain never happened. He carried it with dignity. Over time, man's search for meaning became one of the most influential book of the 23rd country. It helped stories returning from where person gravity lost children, students feeling distraction. People bounced distraction. His message spread around continues. Not because it was dramatic, but because it was true. The deeper lesson for us: you may never face a connection camp, but you will face loss, filter, rejection, betrayal, inside incarnate. The question is not why is this happening to me? The more powerful question is what is life asking to me right now? Meaning is not something we invent carelessly. It is something we discover through responsibility. Frankly on exponent that life is like begin question by an ex-mayor. We are not the ones asking question. Life is asking us question or attraction are the answer. If you remember only one thing, remember this: you are not fairly controlled by their customized between what happened to you and how you respond. There is speech in this speech line your power. That speech is your freedom. Victim frontally entered the worst darkness Karen, they reduced him to a member, but we walked out as a teacher to the world, and his message still echoes today, even when nothing is left. Choice remains, and where choice remains, meaning can be found, and where meaning is found, the human spirit cannot be destroyed. Thanks for watching, and please like, comment, share, and subscribe.